Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I am filming a whole lot of short little videos, and one of the things that I wanted to film is this little rosemary, because it has this beautiful little blue pink flowers. I styled this thing for the first time in winter, and yeah, well, I cracked the branch. I think that this one is dead and this one is not doing very well. But on the other hand, I can see that I have new growth here, new shoots, so that's good. It will probably replace this one. This one is another problem because it's a bigger one, but no worries, I have a few cuttings here. I have another pot full of cuttings, so I will probably be able to replace this one. But I like this little tree. I don't know about you, but I really like it. I think it's yeah, it's exotic, and well, it smells nice. It smells like rosemary, which is logical. So yeah, we'll follow this tree in the growing season, so we have to let it grow now. I'm quite happy with the progress on this little rosemary. It has a few flowers, which is absolutely lovely. And well, I did some heavy bending, and bending rosemary is not an easy thing. Can use these ones to make a little pad in the back, but not now. So I cracked two branches, that's obvious. So there's no need to leave them that long. This one and this one. Because when you wire rosemary, it's always tricky. They're very brittle. But it's okay, because I have a spare cutting growing here. And I have two cuttings in the back. So if they do well, I probably will be able to replace this one, and then no harm will be done. So that's very nice. I like it. It reminds me of a little pine. As you see, quite top heavy. So I don't know, should I maybe cut back one? I think I might get rid of that, just to balance the vigor a little. But the lowest part I'm going to leave alone. So yeah, it looks quite okay. Maybe I'd like to have a start of some ramification here and here to open up this pad later on. Yeah, it's quite a heavy branch, so I think I really can do that. So that's good. That's all I need to do for the moment. Kind of like it. Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. This is my rosemary fusion tree. So I started this this winter and grew quite well, but not completely. I also took a few cuttings. Some did make it. This one obviously not. But these two did, this one didn't. And they are very brittle. I'm trying to fuse these trees. And as you can see, some of the branches that I wired, I cracked them. I hoped that they would survive, but they did not. So I'm going to remove these, because they're dead. And you don't need dead branches on a tree. So the wire can go too, of course. This wire I'm going to keep because it's wrapped around the trunk. So I think it is time to do some shaping. Now I could wire this tree, especially this branch here in the back, but I'm going to try to do some directional pruning. And if you start to see this branch here, it divides here and here, so this one is really not needed. So I'm going to remove that, and then I'll reduce all the tips in order to get some ramification. I don't know this plant very well. Well, it has been growing in the garden for years now, but I don't think that it works very well when you have to have back budding. So here again I have a dead stump, but I left the wire because I wanted to use this wire on this new shoot, and I'm going to reduce this a little. So this is what I'm going to do, basically reducing everything and pruning the things that I don't like and keeping the things that I do like. One thing that is nice about rosemary is the smell. It really smells like I'm going to have some nice tomatoes tonight. Okay, I chose this as a front for the moment. So here I have two shoots, one straight in the front, one in the back, that's the good one. This little one in the inside of a curve is not so interesting. This one is blocking the view, but it's not bad. This is a little too high for the top, and this is too long. This is a back branch, so it's not the top, so I'm going to reduce this quite a lot. And now the other side. This is in a curve. Don't want that. Here I have a nice branch. This one, I don't think I'm going to need it, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to reduce it. And so, this branch is interesting. I have a branch here, a branch there, one straight up, so no thanks. That's not good. But these branches, they look to be opposite branches. So I will reduce that one. And I have a small one growing here, and it comes from the same spot as the one there, so that's not a good one. This grows straight up, it's not good. And let's reduce that. Like so. So this one is in a nice spot. It's quite long, but it's not thick. So I think I'm just going to let it grow for the rest of the season. And that leaves me with the top, which is fairly easy. I have a new shoot here and a long older shoot here, thicker. So I'm going to keep the new little one, and I think that's it. Oh man, this smells really good. Okay, so let me have a look. I think that this one is a little long still. And this one is a dead one, but I have a new shoot here. So I'll put the dead one over the new one. And I lost my microphone. So that's fixed. That's better. This grows down. Yeah. And this one is really better I'm not going to use that, just make it shorter. Maybe I'll get another one more up or horizontal, so that's good. I just think that the angle of the tree is not great. It should be something more like that. I think this looks much better. Yeah. So okay, about the surface of the soil now. So here again, lots of not so healthy material. You see, the tree is wet because I watered them, but it suffered from the heat. This one not so much. These are the trees that like a little tropical or Mediterranean conditions, but I'm going to get rid of some parts of the soil. Just going to put that in this tray, and I'll have a careful view on some radial roots. So what I'm going to do is just comb away a little bit in a radial pattern, so I can get rid of the moss. And I'm probably destroying some roots that are not radial and keep the good ones intact. Just removing this. You cannot see it, but you can hear it. And now you see there are a few dead little roots here, which I will remove, and it will give the rest of the roots that are in the soil the opportunity of growing better. This is a remaining of a little failed cutting. And I think that's it. Other cutting. Okay. So like I said, this tree needs a little angle, I think. It's not in a bonsai pot yet, but could be the case in a couple of months. And that's, let me look. That's how it's supposed to look. Maybe I'd like this branch to be a little more to the front. Yeah. And maybe this is the front, something more like this. Just a little change. Of course I lack something here, and it's not a big problem because these two cuttings, well, I did not touch them, so I'm going to let these grow, and they will make it possible to fill up that space, maybe, because I need something more here, maybe a very low branch, or maybe here, but then it will be inside of a curve. But it doesn't matter, I don't think. These are just guidelines, not rules. If your tree looks good, well, then your tree looks good. So for a regular rosemary, this is quite nice, I think. Made of all cuttings, so technically it doesn't cost anything to make something like that, and I think it can be achieved in 4 or 5 years, so it's rather cool. So I like it. I hope you like it too. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.